Hello, welcome to my stream, where I am slowly dying of just fucking stupidity, just, real life. Let's not think about it. Like I said last time, let's not think about it. Let's just have fun, right? Gavardi and LAU, fucking, you don't care. Why should I? Oh, welcome back to fucking Outer Worlds. I know we played the weird robot game today as well. Who knows if these are to go out the same day, probably going to spread them out so that they don't. So I'm just probably gonna skip shooting tomorrow or something. I don't fucking know. Fact of the matter is, we're back. We're back in just hell. And I'm not talking about my life. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I'm a bit shaken today because just generally not doing amazing. Buy some garish pink and blue armor. I don't think I'm overly interested in much of that. Wow, what a terrible thing. I know my favorite berry is purple berry, so to be allergic to it, oh boy, oh boy. It's the end of my life. If I couldn't do the thing I wanted to, because I was allergic to it, or I just couldn't get access to it. Sorry, kind of using this to keep my mind off some stuff. So, as I do, it's better not to address your problems, kids. Addressing your problem is admitting you have one. Not to mention, it's not like I can really address the problem. So, just stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. So how's everyone else's day doing? You guys all having a good time? I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to be awkward. Just being awkward at this point. I'm fine. And by fine, and I mean it's no real different than normal. So, I'm fine. Just a better way to deal with mine. Trap monsters and men. We trap using monsters and men who turn into monsters. Cecil's leg is starting to rot. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of here. Expect to climb along this chasm wall, but the we got. This is getting worse. He passed. Void, take me. I couldn't keep the infection down. I got no choice. Gotta try to climb down. Byzantium going to find Summer and the rest of the. Sorry. If I make it to Byzantium, going to find Sumner and the rest of the execs put up good with their golden shitting asses. I wish there was a better way to deal with mines. Like mines are kind of like in Fallout, right? You could run up, you could turn off a mine, and you'd be fine. Fine mine, fine. But in this, you're kind of like, oh no, you stepped too close to the mine. Walk away before it explodes. And normally I don't get far enough away because I'm stupid and don't properly don't properly. I just don't think I think I'm far enough away. father insists I practice my letters, so here we are. Okay, sure. Candy cane. Where's the candy cane? Am I bullying like a fucking disabled kid? God, it's still doing that sound thing.
This worker's employment.
I don't know what's wrong with the sound of the game. Why am I not doing any damage to this thing? It's weird too, because the sound was working before. Could leave that one alone. Oh, the cow is dead, I think. We did only like half the sound works for some reason. Also not. Oh. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just not gonna fucking go. I'm just assuming once you leave this area, I'm sure it'll solve itself. Yeah, probably that guy a favor, really. You know, just gonna tell ourselves. Did that guy a favor. He was living like some kind of weird life with his corpse of a mother, and probably corpse of a father. You know.
This might be tough.
I want to know what's going on with the sound. I finally solved all the other fucking problems with this game. The fuck was that? Every other fucking issue ahead of this game. And now the sound's got all fucky on me. Well, I mean, I say every issue like you know, they were personal issues more or less. They were, you know, the frame's not being capped, so I just used up so much fucking disk space. It might as well have been like a. Might as well just bin my computer. Let's try just. This is not a save. No save. No save. Look at that weird little. Is that the pterodactyl thing? I thought my shotgun was really good. Maybe that was like a special enemy. I mean, obviously it was a special enemy. He had a special weapon called the Gandy Game, which I'm not even quite sure if it's very good or not. I mean, it does 49 N-ray damage. I mean, maybe. I know N-ray's a weird kind of damage. Could shoot our way through the town. Or I could just go take care of the quest. Yep, I figured as much. If I saw the Mantid swarm, there must be a Mantid Queen around. Just keep walking. I don't really want to fight a Mantid Queen at the moment. He says having to run into 7 more Mantids. I guess the wall got knocked down there. Oh, of course. 2 Manta Queens.
Nice and easy.
I mean, we're technically at the same level as them. This same rate, it feels like this is going to be a bit of a shit show. You know?
Doing this.
Get up after a certain amount of time or something. I mean, I feel like buckshot, like the, not buckshot, but fucking, I want to say buckshot because that's what I know. But I think buckshot is a larger single shot bullet. If I'm not correct. I think it's just, these guys never have anything on them. No point in checking on the mantis swarms that are just lying around. I don't have a compass on it for some reason. Is my gun broken? Or, like I never understand that. Right? Just fucking like.
Good one.
The weapon durability. First off, I've never been a really huge fan of weapon durability in games, right?
Nice one.
One button. What the fuck just hit those two? Oh, okay, that's why. You know, I never really realized that pulling the trigger kind of does much of your back, so the TTD. Not that. Legally distinct. Legally distinct time dilation. Not to confuse with the company's other one. Granted, technically, well, I mean, maybe Vegas, you know, but not technically their other work, whatever. You know what I mean. I don't know. I'm not huge on it. Not to say it's bad, but, you know, I'm not exactly seeing praise. The whole other host of issues I've been having in this game.
Pass them up. That's gotta hurt.
Jeez Louise.
Can't mess with us.
There should be some way to cancel my shot, honestly. When I just got this shit charged up, there should be a way to scap it. Because, I mean... Is that a name tag or something? I am seeing name tags. Ugh, man. Okay, I'm not crazy. There definitely was some Raptidon something or others popping up over here, but now they seem to be gone. Oh, jeez, please.
Show him. You guys all right?
Could have been worse. I don't know. Maybe I'm more overpowered than I think I am. Maybe. Never. I don't know. I just don't know anything. Maybe what I do know is that I know nothing. Oh man, what are you, Socrates? Ha ha. I think that's the right philosopher. Fuck if I know. As I said, I actually don't know anything. I am a complete fucking idiot and a massive tool. I hate myself.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
I mean, wouldn't that be more of just a generic issue with us anyway? Oh, this is the same guy. I didn't really notice the Ultra on it before. Wasn't there like a? Oh, it's over there. Captain Batch's key is active, but all signs is no longer. Precision repairs exceed acceptable damage ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary nearest to the facility will be average amongst the. Oh, jeez. Something that's regulator bypassing something. Chikosu, I'm turning towards the groundbreaker, firing up engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. Just hope the gold bird can handle one last trip. How unlawful in colonies impossible to parse parts. My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1. We can't shoot him down. That makes I've lost count. What's the point of being out here? We can't. You get some backup.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told
Just a fucking loser.
him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction.
Me trying to start my fucking car.
Here we are, thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
At least she's honest about it, right? I like how her excuse for not wanting to come on board was corpses shit themselves. What a weird fucking excuse to give. There's like a million other excuses that would have been more like, you know, oh yeah, whatever. I don't feel fucking safe, Captain. I'm like, okay, you know, understandable. This fucking thing is at like a, what, 30-degree angle? Whatever. Is that I saw something down there? Fuck you.
Go.
Get them, girls. Didn't really have to. I wanted to shoot one guy because he was there. I don't think I do genocide against every fucking anyone on the planet. But then again, fuck them. Just fuck them. If they're living on this planet, they're in my fucking way.
I'm ready for this. Get it up!
That was a good move right there, where I wanted to scrap the gun, but instead picked up the gun and then took a hop off my fucking thing. Granted, I'm not exactly low on healing supplies currently. I don't even know what are in my... Oh wait, no, actually I did run out of one. Rats are on me. What's the Caney beacon? Okay, that's the thing I'm carrying around a lot of, probably. I don't know why I can't scroll down like that. That's the Raptor, right? It's probably bread. I bet you it was using the bread. Some fucking fish sticks, who cares? I just don't, the thing is, I don't really like the, so... You know what? Let's, just crouch
I
it.
can take a hint.
Because with, like, 3 drones and a queen... Okay! We're just gonna turn around, actually. Just gonna turn around. I don't want to fight a Mega Mantiqueen. Don't know what that entails, what that possibly could entail. I don't care. Just not on the fucking list for today. At least not right now. I just kind of want to get some quests done. And we're obviously giving this to Sanjar because I don't really like anarchy. I would have voted terribly in the election. I didn't vote at all. So if you're really wondering what I voted, it's too bad. Didn't vote. I don't care. Realistically. My state voted the way I wanted to anyway, so it didn't really matter, does it? If I had to vote, my state voted the way I wanted to. And if you are an avid watcher of my absolute trash show, you'd know what state I live in and what's I mean, I'm sure you can figure out everything else from there.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch.
If the Iconoclasts reach the ship,
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module
you
yet.
won't find anything.
I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts. Well, because the module controls the weapons systems. Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon. The board's own Salvage and Recovery Clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here. Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the ship.
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting module, which is why it's critical that you retrieve it. Well, surely you don't mean that. I thought we were in this together, like a team. I'm the dashing mastermind with a head for numbers, and you're my roguish sidekick who always gets the job done. And you're just a little bit smitten with me, but won't admit it.
Anyway.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the Iconoclast getting it.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
I mean, we've got all the time in the world to fucking spend.
They're all mad. And what's more, They left us. I don't see any way for us to work together. Ugh, not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a Mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
Wouldn't you have to emerge to become a Manta Queen? Or a Manta Soldier, whatever?
You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
So,
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo. I'd be willing to consider it. But
because Zoe seems like
see
she
her
wants people to
review
live.
first. One can't be haphazard about these things.
Says
Besides,
you!
if you think her skills will complement mine, then we should see what those skills are. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
I think I agreed to do more work. To be honest, just fucking. We essentially killed everybody here for. See, the thing is, right, I would walk back and forth between these places, except for we tried that, and it's just fucking boring. If I've been there already, chances are there's not much on the way to or from. I mean, some of the enemies respawn, some of them do not.
They got the job. Show 'em how it's done.
She had a tier 1, denouncing a tier 1 as a physical workplace environment is a hostile aggressive nature wildlife school. That's to be of its natural flora, for use in home consumption, the Hexon, what is use? Hazard clause. To be honest, I really want to fucking read 10 pages of shit. I'm not in the mood for a lot of heavy reading today as well. I mean, if you want to read this, go ahead. You know, either pause it or buy the game. You know. I recommend making sure you cap the FPS if you're gonna buy and play the game. Boy, really, honestly, that was very bad not capping that. Oh yes. I just like the idea of seeing what's inside of them. Cause like I could happily skip over some like, you know, oh look, I mean, it's core hair 0, but you know, in theory, if it were, I don't know, I just like lockpicking. Okay, I'm gonna be using lockpicking a lot. I'll explain myself to you. Zara's top-notch Sawbones, the good head for work under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make quick decisions. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to chaos around the machinery. Recommended for Employee of the Month. Cecil's enthusiasm versus price is unmatched. He plays an impressive knowledge of products and exactly the worker we need to keep at our storefronts. He's exactly the kind of worker we need to keep at our storefronts. Do not promote beyond store manager. Wow, that's gotta suck. If it's small stuff, I'll fucking probably read it. If it's big long stuff, it's gonna be skipped probably. Honestly, that is literally Otto had me read something once, a comic that she liked, and simply put, oh, if I was out of fucking TTD, I'd be a lot more into it. It's not a terrible perk. And to write home about, but not terrible. Don't exactly care. I don't know. The thing is, I'm kind of okay with taking things a little bit fast and loose here. Mainly because, you know, I'm not overly concerned. Same speed. I also, it's not that I don't care. It's just that like I'm kind of looking to play less like, you know, metagame level of bullshit.
Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
No.
Fella came through Edgewater once, mentioned something to my dad about pirates wiping out a town. You mean this is the same place?
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby raft nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Hey, random code to it.
I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
Okay. Well,
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, you know, preparing for war.
I'll take no promises.
Sure. I'll be here if you change your mind.
What was that?
Hey, Captain. Appreciate it. Here's the code.
If you guys
If it
would like,
works,
you know, I'll
bring
get
back
if I
anything
get
you
around
find.
to it. I get around to it.
Supplies are
and,
best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
Hey, Zara.
Welcome back.
Okay, I think she wants to do this quest for her first. Just kidding, fucking. Nope. It's easier than walking, honestly. I don't know, right? In a game like Fallout, maybe it's because the music, I'm more like inclined to walk everywhere. I mean, like, also, with a game like Fallout, you're more likely to meet people and find random shit. This game doesn't have a lot of stuff like that, right? Like, granted, I actually really liked New Vegas, and of course a lot of people did, right? And 4, I think, was, right, my opinion on 4 was, it is an okay game, it is a terrible Fallout game. Oh, cool. So this is a different fight and a half. Let's just, you know what, let's go out here, let's just save the game real quick. Let's go on the fucking cliff and shoot. Let's talk about, I think, I was talking about, right, I was, for not a fine RPG and I'm using the term fine as in it's okay, but a terrible Fallout game.
Get past that armor!
I guess I'm shooting it while it's fucking charging.
That's the last of them!
No, so before I was talking about, like, you know, I read a comic because Otto told me to, and, you know, once I got to, like, I basically would ask her, like, oh, this really long part, is it important? Yes or no? And, you know, no, it's not really important. Okay, skipping it entirely. Because it's basically, like, right, it was, like, just recapping, essentially, what had more or less just happened, and I'm like, fuck that, you know. I literally just read it. Maybe if, like, I was reading it when it came out, and, you know, I needed that recap, then that's one thing. But reading it, you know, at post release, the recaps did not help, and honestly, it was kind of I don't know what the validity of doing like a super sneaky no, same thing. I thought it was different. A super sneaky like eye patch run, which is like, you know, focusing heavily on stealth and like just kind of doing shit. I don't know. Just kind of saying words that mean nothing to anyone. It's kind of my thing. Like, hello, how are you doing? Nobody cares what I have to say now. Nothing about it. Nothing about it. I do not care, for it's not my problem. It's called my mantra recently. Messages. Follow messages. Status report. Tunnels are in. Cables are laid. Devil's Peak is receiving. We're waiting our signal confirmation from the outpost. In the Navy. Don't know why the Navy is my go-to. In the outpost. The whole place stinks of sulfur. We should have brought masks. I'm sure I heard something about caves beneath the tower. Something's living there. There's hoping to unsettle it, or worse, the place ain't even gonna be safe for our cable guys. Got sail from Amber Heights, Flower Bay, and Cascadia. Still waiting word from the Bayside Terrace of Aurora Ridge. I ought to know that I was right about those caverns. They ain't safe. Some kind of hell. I don't know. A big thing with claws. I ain't an animal scientist. Can't wait till I get hell off this rock. Should be noted that the lead manager, Falcon Walkowitz, has perished due to workplace accidents involving hostile wildlife at Devil's Peak Caverns. Should be further noticed that Mr. Walkowitz complaints regarding the dangers of Tier 1 wildlife have been redacted. Oh, is that... Yeah, he's writing it. Yeah, okay. He died. Issuing the hazard clause Tier 1 notice the public announced Tier 1 as a feasible workplace environment due to the hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption. This is the relieving clause manual outreach. Gonna die for this damn Flareon, I know. He said Amber Heights was gonna have more bits than we could spend, but those suited morons those suited morons up and spent it all before us. Books and vases are pretty shit. Can't fucking eat a book. I know I didn't say that. Shh, it's okay. Reading. Look at us now. All the closets to coop up in and lick our wounds. We had to choose the one that set to lock itself up. I feel like a marauder digging at the walls, at walls like this, but we gotta get out of here before we starve. It ain't possible, and Nelson over there is trying to keep our spirits up, and I don't know the energy to fight him on it. Screw that Bryant fella, eyes bigger than his fucking stomach. Eyes bigger grifter in the stomach.
Wish I could do that.
You can provide it. All you have to do is touch it with a maglock. That, or I'm assuming, right? Because, you know, obviously some of these require 0. It's just I grab both of them and I just pull really hard, and it opens. That's probably not what's happening, obviously. That would be a little bit silly. But I like to think that that's what happens. Just grab both ends and you pull really hard, it pops open. Like, it's like, oh, you know, maybe you have like a credit card you shove in between it, right? It's like you become skilled enough to know exactly where to shove the credit card to like get the lock to pop. I really wish I could jump over that.
Welcome back. Did you
Sure,
find
just
anything
pop
out there? Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes. Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live? Look, I need to think. Plan. Figure out if I should talk to him or shoot him. Or both. Just don't give him the module yet. Give me a little time. I'll meet you at his place.
Wait,
Go take a walk, Captain.
but I need... Let's go ahead, right, and go give Sanjar the code. I could just teleport inside, really. Kind of stupid to tell him what to like I am, but whatever. What is this lady up to?
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed.
Let me guess, it's like a
I
fucking
just
cat or
know a
something.
raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little
God,
Tucky.
shut up and just
And
tell me where he
then-
is, or I'm gonna shoot you.
He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons,
It's
mantisaurs,
going
and
to be
marauders,
a
and toxic
pet.
sulfur
I'm
pools
telling
and
you.
poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a
Look how
place
old
like
this lady is, right?
Please.
She's like fucking
Can you
80. She doesn't have a kid.
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Write it to her.
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance of gone. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
Okay, maybe
Should've
not.
listened to his mama.
Right.
I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home.
The only reason I don't
You
think
look
it's a
for him in Amber Heights,
dog
you hear?
anymore is because, like,
It's
you know.
down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if
Oh,
you
okay, good.
find any of them iconoclast indoctrinating my boy, you
My
punch
boy!
them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Da-da-da. Sorry, that was a mistake. Like I said yesterday, I regret everything that comes out of my mouth, especially my fucking breath.
Any luck bringing the iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
The module is in my fucking hands. Nobody is going to be
Very well.
trying for it.
I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified. I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Very well. See, we're getting the best of both worlds. Let me just top it back over there. Hopefully she's ready to deal with his ass. Oh, the Mantis Swarm babies. Look, the little... Talk to Tucker real quick. I'm sure she won't mind waiting like 5 seconds longer to shoot him in the face. Tucker, your mom was calling. She watched to put you in your diaper. Kind of surprised as a human.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here.
God, he's like...
What do I call you,
fucking
stranger?
40. It's Captain Tiger.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
No, I'm actually here to talk to you about your mother.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades. No matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I'd hope she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face.
Well, the second one is...
Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears.
He's 42. I
I'm
called it
42
40
years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Show up with a bottle of vodka and some real good cusses. That'll show her how much you've grown.
Then she'll think they've brainwashed me into some kind of hooligan. As far as she's concerned, if I make any decision that's not aligned with hers, someone else
Here's
convinced...
the thing, right? Like, playing with kids...
She doesn't want to see
fine.
me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Almost had to murder him. Haha, hey Zora, I figured out how to make... eat it, Cox. I need to... I want to solve everything on... Well, not everything, because I'm not going and doing the side quests at the moment. I'm just, Oops, let's do that. Thank you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Of course, the one item I fucking pick up puts me away. Let's try this garbage shit that I have carried around for some reason. I'm there for now.
Captain, we should chat.
We should.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him. Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already. Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony. I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Yep.
Okay. Deep breaths. This
I
is
thought
what's
maybe
best.
she was going better than him.
Time to save Monarch.
Corporate orientated. Obviously, I'm not siding corporate, like I said, a million times in one.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats. Yes, we are acting. On Stellar Bay. What's this about?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Blasphemer?
How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Incoming!
Just want to let him shoot, to be honest. What you got? Nothing? Literally have nothing on you. This piece of shit.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Heck.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line. Yeah, well, we'll die Fuck. Sound like Graham. Throwing lives at a problem. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance. Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures, but when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Don't rob you of all your resources. That's too much to ask for. Gotta put the hair on the. Guessing that's Caesar. No, that top one must be Caesar, right? But why is the other one like broken and dying? Maybe it's just not. Maybe it just doesn't fucking. I would assume it's, updated, Caesar. Hey, two, Brutus! Mac pick! Mac pick! Merc pick.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
I'm not saying.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Captain, this might really work.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend. And I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far. But that means I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I think I believe him. He's just dumb enough to mean it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it. Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar.
Place it on top.
Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Oh, apparently I got a ability called soft speaker. I don't know where I would see it, to be honest. Pressing like persuade. No. Oh, is it? Speak softly, but carry a big stick. Firing noise minus 90. I'm sorry. Does the weapon make a noise when it swings through the air? Apparently it does. Just the weird. It's weird. It's weird to have a stick with a sound reduced. Like, what's the point? When I hit somebody with it, they're going to fucking know. Right?
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Taking from Graham's jacket, Zora sent this to you in the note. I thought a keepsake might dull the pain, but it hasn't. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he built the foundation of the movement I'm trying to keep alive. Maybe there was another way. I don't know. I gotta let it go. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Take it all with my thanks. Hey, you even want a beer? Stop by Slow. You ever want a beer? Stop by Slow Beer. Showers and plus. Chance. Tiny checkers. Let us put away that. I don't know, it just had a weird name. I'll keep it, whatever. This. And I don't think there's anything else in my inventory that I really care other than Hammerlock. I thought it was called Hammerlock for a second, like the guy from Borderlands. I can't remember. I have a lot of armor. What the fuck? Why do we have cows on board? Where the fuck did we get cows from? The I have anybody else's special armor on me. Here, buddy. There's some bright pink armor. Good for you. I'm gonna drop that in the keys before I just don't want to delete their stuff because, you know, no reason really. No reason other than I just don't want to. Fine for now. I'll probably do more inventory sorting later. Don't care.
I have received a transmission from Roseway. From a doc. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway. From a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Is it the same
now
one?
playing a Spacer...
I figured they might have had a different one.
My pleasure. How do linear algebraists settle arguments about matrix transposes? With a duel. As you wish, Captain. How... Goodbye. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
I feel like with that giant fucking structure on the outside, it might be a little bit obvious what's going on here.
Please avoid damage.
Fuck it, I'll keep these two idiots on me. What's the picture of a goblin?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Understandable. Oh, that guy. Oh my god, it's alive.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find the target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence feeding. The Sissy Babes make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Not exactly out here to stop me. Details. Something associated.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Oh.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
I wonder if you should check it out like that. I don't know. I don't feel overly motivated to do the side quests. Same speed, I don't exactly have anything against doing them. But I'm in kind of a meh mood. Because of the severe depression. I don't actually think I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am depressed. Maybe I should see a doctor about it. But I'm not going to. Yes, I'm probably not. Haha. Ugh.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
I'll have to be able to fucking knows everything if I check out.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
What is it?
It's a parcel, sir.
So it's not a package?
This is the Halcyon Parcel Service. We don't deal in packages. With alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispensed 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Where'd all the fucking cows go?
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me.
There's a fucking hand on it.
Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big.
What was the DLC?
And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me.
Who took the hand off?
Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money. Was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Now, I, for one, was hoping to do the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
That ain't really that fella's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy.
I should go back and get that
Or a
last
toy?
opinion that I don't want.
Well, I'm not cleaning it up.
Cleanup service request processed. Disposal of human arm from the Unreliable's cargo hold will commence in the immediate future.
Simulating disgust. How distasteful. Humans eat there. I'm not touching it. Etc. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
I mean, he kind of already
He was
did.
also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Okay, you've heard enough.
I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjay on this.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do the after-game quest at this moment, to be honest. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure that's DLC. So, I'm not overly concerned about that. I think that lady that I just found super fucking annoying was the last,
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
it's probably cheaper for getting all of them. So.
Can we talk? Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, that's all. It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started will help put his spirit to rest. Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law! That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky. So whatever they got up to in the past must have been really extra secret. And lots of fun.
Cut out the nomad. It's gonna make me load into the place anyway. I don't know, let me know how you guys feel about it, honestly.
Please.
Oh wait, not you, I want the other guy. Station forgery conspiracy. Conspiracy commit conspiracy. Who's that guy? No.
I don't have time.
Better days are coming. I can smell it.
Maybe it's that building?
Oh boy. I don't think I'm ready for another bar crawl, Captain.
It wasn't really a bar crawl last time already.
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the law. I went to great risk to send that. Aha. I knew that'd entice you to return to our dangerously unprofitable township. I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Auntie Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated. The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. Unfortunately, Auntie Cleo R&D felt otherwise. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. They aren't interested in mass-producing the Altinature, which makes this an illegal prototype weapon. Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a free agent than destroyed.
gun. It's not a very good gun. Just put it in the thing. You know? Just store it in there for later. Never pick it up again, never forget it's in there. Why, you might ask? I don't fucking know. Oh, let me use that either. Put that bad boy in there. Dirty trash. Ah, my legs. My way, toesies.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Do you want to talk or something?
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me. Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too?
Sure.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some bloodstains.
I'm wearing Marauder clothing.
Wear that one.
Could it get any better for you?
You're the boss. Anything else?
Let's go. By Joe's Revu. Whatever the fuck that means. Look at that fucking guy's outfit. I mean, it's the same one as the woman's, but it looks fucking ridiculous. Oh! This is where the scrap mechanicals get their base from.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
That specifically says combat drone on it.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll your eyes and sigh dramatically.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Why do you sound so surprised?
Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller.
Fucking woman.
Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
Yeah, but that probably doesn't happen on...
Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
I feel like it, right? It's like do the Jurassic Park scene where he's like, "You got a dachshund here?" Yeah, nobody fucking cares, Dotson. You know the whole can scene goes. No, cause there's like a You know about it, like, just Google Jurassic Park can noise. I'm sorry, is this it for the retirees area?
The law's really looking out for you.
The law is real.
Once I'm retired, I'm gonna drink all the zero G I can handle.
So what if all those MSIs made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy. Move along. Move along.
I think those voices probably should have been first. The guy with the heavy armor should be the one, move along. I bet you, right, behind the retiree's door, it's just like a fucking incinerator. And, like, it closes you in and just dumps you into a fucking fire pit. Because you're not, like, you're retiring from working, not retiring from being a fucking rich person. So...
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
I kind of want
Don't you ever want a
just
little
old
fun?
yeller one of them.
Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
It's so weirdly, like, white here.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Sure, man.
Terrific. Rolling auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Tail light.
Anti-Cleo's pipe patch. According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
2.
Spacer's choice of Gino. Relax, little injuries.
3. Okay. You gotta hope they die of a paper cut. That must move it to SMMSI right there. Or Monarch, rather. Right? I don't know. Why would Spacer's Choice even bother advertising a place like this? Chanceries, Pastore, and Larder. Larder!
Zero G brew. An ale that's good for what ails you.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter.
All right,
Rizzo's
how does this sound? Sorry, I didn't mean to walk into you like that.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring.
Is the stroke?
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater?
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
What do your parents do? Jeez. It's nice marble. I don't know why my first instinct. Literally, I just like lick it.
Marilyn,
It's fine.
is that you?
Loss. We certainly didn't expect
God,
to
your
see
mother's
you
got
like
some,
this.
Like fucking, some kind of
And I
makeup
didn't
choice.
expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Just...
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're
That's what you wanted
probably
from me.
wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
No.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
She just wants to seem like a badass.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Not for lack of trying, believe me.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do.
Collect life insurance.
We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
I'm making a lemon slap out of lemons.
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional magician.
Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
That's a pretty funny story.
Hey! You're supposed to be on my
Oh,
side.
I am. That's hilarious. Who fucking...
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
You should really shake
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
The neighbors might see.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
think you're doing?
Whatever I want, bitch. His fucking accent. It just went away. Oh my god. What do you think you're doing? No, that was like more like Brooklyn. Like, what do you think you do? I don't fuck it. I can't even just like my brain. It doesn't work. I can't do accents right now. It's probably the fucking death. What do you think you're doing?
Wow, you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room. Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
I mean, technically to them, you were.
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
The first was a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moonbase, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those.
Well, poor Vardy. She
Anyway,
wants to
I
keep
don't
you
want
watch
to
your
sit
back.
through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like, wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Wolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work,
What are
I'm
you
sure we can
doing?
find one of your terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's fuck him up, dog. Just fucking up. I wonder what they do to make money normally, though. Right?
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
I don't care. Who the fuck does this guy even think I fucking am? I've literally got a gun in my hands. So, letter in the mailbox addressed to Greater Housing Insurance Group, Satellite Office at Fallbrook on Planet Mall.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Not right now. Look, I'm already here. I'm not gonna fucking. Just imagine. Well, I guess that's really what I was gonna say. Just imagine what, like, standing in a fucking plaza talking to your friend, and somebody runs up, jumps on the trash can, and jumps off of it. And I guess that's kind of what, like, seeing somebody do parkour. It's like,
Hey! Stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard.
Personal.
The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. Oh, he's medium height with like medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
yeah, but like I've never seen any of his posters.
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yeah, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
Birthday.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst.
Look at this. I mean, he's just got some big old ears.
You have a Spectrum
He looks like he's related to the Rat
for
King.
a new pal? Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Nah, don't stop.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah.
If my doctor's
Is that one supposed to
prescribed
taste
it.
like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
UDL security.
Don't worry, buddy, I got your back.
I just need to sit down.
Just fucking die. He just fucking died. Just the he just died. That man is dead. I just need to sit down. Ah! It's like a Dalmatian.
You have a rather exotic presence.
Woo! Oh.
Or experimental pheromones.
Ow! I like how they just tell me, oh, trash. It's like a Ramune bottle? Why is there so much trash in the fucking river? It's funny because you think it'd be more like, I don't know. Maybe more like a Japanese thing where, like, you know, no one wants to be the first person to throw trash. Right, because, like, that's why Japanese cities are so clean. It's like nobody wants to be the throw trash, and, you know, once there's trash, people tend to throw more trash because, like, you know, it's like I didn't start the fire.
What was that?
Their mistake.
What? What was that?
Oh, jeez. I kind of don't want to kill that people. You know, let's just let him take me. Come on. Take my soul. This dude's fucking... Go ahead and kill me. Come on. A little quicker about it. What is wrong with this guy? I wonder if I can go ahead and get a thing.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
I have a thing, but I don't have a thing, you know?
Oh! Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I? I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, And before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Yeah. For science, of course. He's gonna eat them and make out with them. Not in that order.
Great work.
Hi. How are you? This isn't suspicious at all, right? Walking away, coming back with the package. You know, I was gonna say, is that a water fountain? But I assume that.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
You know, they wouldn't.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or? Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were part of Rockwell's PR team. But if you're not, that means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here. Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Are you sure? I don't want drugs.
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
I got like 50 copies.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
Why?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
You know what? I'm gonna call it here tonight. I fucking have anything else. Anything, and I'm gonna die. Just die. Thank you all for watching. Do like, subscribe, follow on Twitch. Do that stuff. It all helps out. And I probably won't stream tomorrow. I don't know. See you then.